All right, so we are back here as we get set now for the second quarter. And the Mules right now on, or I should say the Fox Warriors rather, on the 15-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10. And now the Fox Warriors, as they're going to have it right up the middle, is going to be a quarterback keeper, Underwood. He is still on his feet, and he's going to be around to the 4-yard line. Big run by the quarterback that time. Cameron Underwood, he is going to have it near the 4-yard line. And that is going to be enough, it looks like, for a first down coming up. So it is going to be a first down as we are just underway in the second quarter. Fox now, we did have an interruption on the video. We apologize for that. Not sure what exactly happened there. Another handoff to Aiden going up the middle, and I think he broke the plane. He did. That is a touchdown for the Fox Warriors. And now it is a 7-6 lead.
Yeah, just a strong run right up the middle. That possession, our defense played well. We just had a couple of big plays, the fake punt that hurt, and then just an acrobatic circus catch down there with the receiver. He bobbled it about 3 times and came down with it. So we're still okay. We're still playing well.
Diego Lorenzo now going to come in for the extra point attempt to tie the ball game at 7 apiece. It is up and it is through the middle, and we are tied here at 7. So now Fox and Poplar Bluff is all tied up at 7 apiece.
That kicker, he kicks it hard down there. I wouldn't be surprised to see a field goal attempt by that guy tonight. He booted that ball through on that extra point.
Yes, he did. 7-7 now. Lisa Pfister is tuning in tonight. Great night for high school football. We appreciate you tuning in. We do apologize for the interruption that we had earlier on. We're going to blame that one on Tim. Can't blame it on myself.
I think it was our athletic director somehow.
Could have been.
It may have been that outfit he's got on. It interfered.
Let's do some Mules trivia. What do you say? First half question here tonight, Tim. Up for grabs, a $25 gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. Here we go. Who was Poplar Bluff's starting running back the last time the Mules took on the Fox Warriors? Was it Austin Tinsley? Was it B. Gwynn, Josiah Kilgore, or was it Quentin Bell? There you go. That is our first half question. Up for grabs here tonight, a $25 gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. Make sure you list your answer right now in our comment section. There's a little squib kick there. They tried to do the onside kick. Good job by Poplar Bluff. And the Mules not fooled whatsoever. Logan Height, he was not fooled whatsoever by that kick.
Now, Fox pulling out some tricks tonight. We're going to have to be ready for that. And it's good practice. It's good to get in the game and see that because they're going to see it probably later in the season. But I'll give Fox credit. They're trying a little for a team that runs it all the time. They've tried a few trick plays.
So Mules are going to have it now on the 46-yard line of their own 46-yard line. And for Poplar Bluff, we're going to have really good field position. So I hope that Fox knows what they're doing there because that's going to give Poplar Bluff a really, really good field position. So now Mason West going to hand it off. Mikhail McFarland, he broke one tackle, still on his feet, and he was in the backfield for a very long time, still was able to make something happen, and he's going to get a couple of yards. He'll get out to about the 48-yard line. So actually a gain of 2 yards, but he was in the backfield for a very long time.
Oh, that's an example of how a team gets better. He easily, early in the season, that would have been a 4-yard loss.
Absolutely would have been.
He spun off the defender, kept his feet moving, turned a negative play into a positive play, and just a couple of yards makes a big difference on first down.
It really does, and Mules now 2nd down and 8 to go here in the first half of play. Mason West, long throw outside. He's got his man. It is Chris Matlock.
Fast.
And he is inside the 45-yard line to about the 44. That's going to give the Mules what?
Another first down. Right.
Next time, let's get some more enthusiasm
Sorry,
on that.
Frankie, I was thinking of something.
Gotcha.
I can't do two things at once. So that another example of how this team has gotten better. That play, we ran that play a ton early in the season, and it never developed very well. Our quarterback, Mason West, threw that ball a lot harder, a lot quicker. It got there quicker to Christopher. Once he catches it, he's gone. Another example of how this team has improved over the last 3-4 weeks.
Mason West, 2 out of 3 tonight, 15 yards through the air. Mikael McFarland still in the backfield, and he may have lost a yard on that particular run. He's not lost a whole lot here tonight, and he's going to be marked back at the 45-yard line. Mikael McFarland, 9 carries, 29 yards. No touchdowns here on the night thus far. The Mules so far in the first half. 15 plays, just 67 yards. Meanwhile, Fox, they've ran 14 plays, John. 77 yards. They are averaging almost 6 yards a play. The Mules are averaging about 5 yards a play.
Pretty even game so far. Pretty statistically even. Scores even.
9:44 to play here in the first half. West looking downfield. Matlock couldn't get a hand on it. A little bit overthrown. It'll be incomplete pass. It was intended for Chris Matlock.
It was good to get that ball off. He took a shot. He took a hard shot there at the end. A couple guys closing in on him. It was a nice pass. It was close, but I'll give him credit for getting that one off. Otherwise, he would have taken a sack right there.
Ooh, you're getting called out, John. I like this. David Hadley says the next time we get a first down, you should sound like the Jackson, PA guy. I like that.
Yeah.
Going downfield, a lot of contact, and Chris Matlock wanted a flag on the throw on the field, but he's not going to get one. Instead, it's going to be another fourth down coming up now. Mules, 4th down and 11, and the Mules have got to go for it. Well, they're going to send the punt team out now. I was going to say they may go for it, but nope, Jared Young's going to come out, and this will be his 22nd punt this season. He is averaging about 34 yards a kick.
Yeah, I don't like putting our defense back out there. They just had a long drive where they were on the field that whole time. I would, it's only a yard. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. We don't want to give them good field position.
So back to return is the Fox Warriors. They are standing on their own 15-yard line. It looks like Underwood is standing there.
Ooh.
And this one, good kick. This one, it's not going to go in the end zone either. The Mules are going to catch a break. Mikael McFarland falls on it on the 4-yard line. That is a huge, huge punt. And that'll be a 41-yard kick by Jared Young.
Well, I thought it was going to get blocked, but he just sort of nonchalantly punts it a mile, and it just stopped. I thought it was going to go in the end zone. Stopped and went sideways. I'm sure that was all by design. Perfect. We got him pinned back. Let's get another safety. We've seen some safeties this year, Frank.
We need a big stop right here on defense. As the Mules right now, they've got Fox backed up on their own 4-yard line. 9:20 to play in the first half. A ball handed up the middle to number 11. That is Jaden Thompson there for the Fox Warriors. Thompson going to get some good yardage there on first down and kind of gets him out of harm's way, maybe out to about the 9-yard line. So a gain of 5 on that first down play. 2nd down and 5 coming up.
Yeah, we need to control the line of scrimmage just a little bit better. Fire off the ball just a little bit better. Get that stop on initial contact.
Charles Red says, nice punt by Jared Young. It was a very good punt. There's another handoff. Logan Height this time, he's going to not be fooled. They're going to give it back to Thompson. Thompson that time, he's not going to get much, maybe a couple of yards. They're going to say out to about the 11-yard line. And that'll be a 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 3 with 8:27 to play here in the first half. Don't forget about our trivia question. We'll give you the question coming up in just a moment following this drive as the Mules right now, as the Mules and the Fox Warriors all tied up at 7 apiece. Underwood under center now. Underwood going to hand it off to the first man through, and the Mules not going to let him go anywhere. Murray is stopped in his tracks. Dominique Murray, and they're going to give him about, depending on the spot of the football, we may get a measurement here. We're going to get an official measurement. Boy, he got a very generous spot, John. I thought he was backed up a little bit more.
Somebody's down, too. I wonder if these referees came down on a bus with Fox, but no, it looks like
Nathan Bunton. I can't see his jersey number, but it looks like Bunton.
Hate to see Big Nate down.
And I'm saying that because of his long hair that I saw the other night on our coaches program. It's either Bunton or Alcorn. I think it's Bunton.
He's not.
Yep, it is Bunton for sure. And he's laying flat on the turf on his stomach, and you hope he is okay. Good sportsmanship. I'm seeing it is Nathan Bunton. We did see the Fox trainer quickly out there to check on him. So good job by him. Boy, he is just a remarkable young man. We actually had a chance to talk to him on Tuesday. I'm not sure if you heard the interview, but he's playing this season, John, for his grandma who passed away here recently.
I saw that, Frankie, and I heard that, and I was touched by that. And Nate, his kid I've known forever, who used to play against his dad, Ron, would coach the Park League baseball when these kids were little, and he always had a good baseball team. We had to play him, and Nate was always a really spirited player on that team. He had a bunch of kids. They like to talk a little smack, but good kid. I thought his interview on your show was very nice. I was very heartfelt. Really, all of those kids. That's what I was saying earlier. These kids, they're articulate. They're thoughtful, and they say things that it gives you some hope for the world, for the future, because these kids seem very sincere. And I hate to see Nate down. Hopefully, this is nothing bad. He hasn't moved a lot.
He really hasn't. And, what's concerning about this is everybody on the Mule sideline, they have taken a knee, and we're going to switch microphones here, and we're going to go down field side to Sean, and we'll see if Sean sees anything that we can't see. Sean, anything down there, my friend?
Bunton went down immediately, and he immediately took his helmet off, and he was in distress. I don't know if someone got rolled up on a knee or the hip, but they're examining his lower leg somewhere. So I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it looked like someone might have got rolled on him.
Okay, well, stay down there, my friend, if you don't mind. We'll check back in with you as this game progresses. By the way, right now, while we're waiting to see, Farmington, they lead Cape Central. That's a big game up north. Farmington right now, they lead Cape Central 12-0. We're going to be following that game for you tonight as well, because that kind of plays into our hands if the Mules are able to pull out a win here. The good news is I think Bunton now might be up, and that's big. By the way, they did give Dominique Murray a first down on that last run, a generous spot to say the least.
There's been a couple of those generous spots tonight, Frankie. I got to say. Maybe these guys came down on the bus with Fox, but good to see Nate up walking pretty much all under his own power, it looks like to me. That's good to see. It may be another one of those things where it's more of a scare than it is an actual real injury, but he's getting a little bit of help, but he's moving pretty good.
He is, and I hope he's okay, and he's moving very slowly, and it's going to be looks like it's the left leg is what he is limping on right now. Greg Gerberto, Coach David Sievers, and man, he is just, besides being a really good kid, he is a huge part of our defense, and we need him on the line. Hopefully, he'll be able to return. I do know our starting center is questionable for the remainder of the game, and now we've got Nathan Bunton out there that's also having to be helped out on with the coach's help and Greg Gerberto. So we're just going to pray for him, and hopefully Sean's going to be able to give us a good report coming up very soon.
Yes, absolutely. He'll be in good hands, and I'm glad to see him up moving around, and we certainly do hope and pray that he's not injured and he's
So now we're back to live action. They did give Fox a first down, 7:51 to play here in the first half. Tie ball game, 7-7. They gave Fox a very good spot a moment ago. We'll see. All the Mules moved, and now we're going to get a flag. Well, one flag come out.
I felt like they false start on that. I think they drew him off.
No. It's going to be offsides against the Mules. Johnny boy, you were wrong again.
I've been wrong tonight, Frankie. Don't worry. Broken clock's right twice a day, right?
There you go. So offsides by both teams here in the ballgame. It's going to bring up 1st and 5 now. Fox now 7:35 and counting. They've got the football now, and we have a tie ball game. There's a run up the middle. Poplar Bluff, I believe, is going to have enough or close to a first down, rather. And this one's going to be a run play right up the gut. Jaden Thompson's going to get out to about the 24, 23-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down and 1. So about 1 yard shy of the first down marker. So do me a favor and hit that share button for us. We're going to be giving you the winner of our trivia coming up at halftime. We'll go over the question in just a moment. Oh, what an option kicked outside. This one's a big gain. It's a huge gain. Thompson again. He'll be out at the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for another first down. A 17-yard pickup there by the Fox Warriors. And that'll be yet again another big run with 6:39 to play here in the first half. Jaden Thompson now, he is the man to watch out for when it comes to the run game. Thompson, 4 carries, 27 yards. He is averaging about 7 yards per carry. Right now, rushing yards, Fox has 70 rushing yards. The Mules have 52, and we are tied at 7 with about 6:38 to go here in the first half. So now they're going to bunch up again. Nothing special. They put a man in motion, but they're going to give it to the first man through. The Mules defense that time is not fooled by the run. Dominique Murray this time. Murray is going to go nowhere, so good job by the Mules. Going to bring up second down. Man, they said he got a yard of forward progress, but I don't see how he was able to get a yard of forward progress.
I don't know that either. We need to clamp down right here and get a stop, get our defense off the field. Get the ball back before half, get some more points. Need to really buckle down right here.
So 2nd down and about 9. 2nd down and 9 to go. And this one is going to be another handoff up the middle. Murray is going to get to the 50. Ooh, one official wanted to move it to the 48. Now they back it up to the 50. And that's going to be close to a first down.
They run that misdirection. That was fake the option, and they faked me out 2 or 3 times. So I'll give them credit. They run. It's almost like Auburn used to run a few years ago, that kind of triple option that you couldn't figure out what they were going to do.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. Boy, the Mules defense here, they can use a big stop right about now. Fox with the ball. They've got 2 timeouts left. Aiden Smith, there's the pitch outside to him. He is bouncing out. He's got in front. He is still on his feet. He is going to be inside the 30. The ball come loose.
Oh, went out of bounds. We got it.
But wait a minute. We're going to see where they mark him, and it's going to be Mules' ball. Yes, sir.
That was heads-up play. The ball was about to go out of bounds.
Connor Stevens that time popped that ball loose.
Yes, nice.
And that is a big, big job by the Mules. Aiden Smith got the ball punched out by Connor Stevens, and the Mules are going to have it on the 30-yard line. That is exactly what the Mules needed on that one.
Absolutely, it is. A good heads up. The ball was about to go out of bounds, and one of our guys kind of kicked it, knocked it back in. That allowed that to be the turnover. We really need that. Now let's march down the field and get some points, get a little momentum going.
So 5:26 to play here in the first half, and the Mules now with a big turnover on defense. Mason West gets it outside. Torrance Williams, we got a flag on the play. This one's going to come back.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Not going to get excited. Torrance Williams, I wouldn't mind seeing him break loose for a touchdown at some point. Now the officials are going to get together. Wait a minute, is this going to be called against Fox?
That'd be a pass interference. I thought it might have been a hold.
No, it's going to be against the Mules. Illegal man downfield, they're saying.
Oh, well.
So we're going to mark him back up. Illegal man downfield.
We don't like that.
I don't like it a bit. It's going to be 1st and 15 now. So a 5-yarder instead of it being a 1st and 10. 5:15 to play here in the first half of play. Mules will have it now. Make that 1st and 15. Each team with 2 timeouts to go here in the first half. Mason West, he's back to throw. He's got a clean pocket. He's got a man open. That one looks like Darius Graham out to about the 25-yard line.
I like the play call right there, Frankie. Move the ball a little bit.
Nope, that was actually Chris Matlock, not Darius Graham.
Really need to pick up the first down here. Keep our offense on the field. Let our defense rest a little bit. Run a little clock here before halftime.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. And this one, there's a pass outside to Torrance Williams.
Same play as before.
Same play as before. 3rd down coming up.
Torrance Williams brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd down and about 5 now.
I think he probably heard the defender coming. He just tried to catch it and turn before he caught it. That happens a lot of times. You try to go with it before you actually get it, and I think that's what happened there.
So 3rd down and a long 5 coming up here for Poplar Bluff. Make sure and share this video feed for us. Mules and the Warriors all tied up at 7 apiece, and there's a connected pass along the outside. And we're going to move the chains as Darius Graham gets a big catch. A big 1st down, and this drive will continue on the 33-yard line. So an 8-yard pickup, and that's another 1st down for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Going to be a handoff. This one going to be a big run up the middle. Still on his feet. Mules have got a big yard there.
He's gone.
He's going to score, and touchdown Mules.
Is that Chris?
That's Chris Matlock on the run.
It's hard to see the number tonight, but I mean, he blazing speed, man. He took a couple of hits and kept on going, and oh, wait a minute, there's a flag. Block in the back. Well, you hate to see that. Block in the back and about the 20, about the 15. You hate to see that. Chris has had a couple of really big plays this year that have come back. I didn't see it, but then again, I wasn't watching it that close. Hate to see that, but hey, big momentum. I like what we're doing. We'll just go score again.
So Matlock is still going to get a big return or big gain on that. He's going to get all the way out to the 25-yard line. So officially, it'll be a 32-yard pickup. 1st and 10. Mules are still driving. What a great job by Chris Matlock. He can catch the ball, can run the football.
Oh, he's so fast. He needs to touch the ball more. When he gets going, there's nobody can catch him.
He can bench press more than Coach Sievers, from what I understand. There's another run up the middle. Right. Here he goes again. Touchdown, Mules. Mikhail McFarland.
We'll get it one way or get it the other.
And we will take it. Mikhail McFarland, a big touchdown that time. It goes for 25 yards, and the Mules score with 2:54 to go before halftime.
I like where we were playing tonight, Frankie.
I need the booms on Facebook. Let's see the booms coming in on Facebook. Boy, what a move by Mikhail McFarland. Back-to-back plays, and the Mules are on the board. They lead 13-7. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, we've got a flag on the play again.
Oh, they call hold this time? I don't know, man. I'm being positive, Frankie.
Oh, they're going to mark him back, so the touchdown is not going to count.
Well, was it a 5-yard deal? What was that?
It's a 5-yard deal, but.
Well, I don't know. That's twice in a row.
Well,
Kenny Hostler would not have called that, Frankie. I have to say it.
And we're going to get a whistle here and a timeout. This one's going to be called by the Fox Warriors. So we're going to step away with 2:44 to go here in the first half. Mules and the Warriors all tied up at 7 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Timeout called by the Fox Warriors, brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge. Sean, tell us about that foul down there that last time.
It just looks like the Mules players shifted over a little bit too much, and that was what caused the flag. I didn't get a real good look at it, but, I mean, that's a lot of penalties so far for the Mules that have really hurt them.
It really is.
I do have an injury update real quick.
Any updates on Bunton?
Nothing on Bunton right now. He has been walking around a little bit, some on his own power, some not. He's lying down right now. They're working on him. O'Neal has a brace on. Looks like he might try to come back.
All right, thank you so much. So that's good news for him. And there's a catch again, but I don't get too excited. Did I see a flag pop out that time?
Just wait, Frankie.
Nope, no flag on the play. They're going to go ahead and give Chris Matlock, they're going to give him the first down that time. It is a Mules first down, so all the way down to the 15-yard line, a 15-yard pickup. And Poplar Bluff now inside the red zone here.
We're going to have to give these refs a fresh set of flags at halftime. The ones they've got are getting frayed.
You know, it's funny you say that. Somebody made a comment earlier on Facebook before the game even started for the flags to get a rest, and they're not getting a rest here tonight. Mason West, he's going to keep it, and he's going to be sacked. Boy, good job that time by the Fox Warriors. Nick Norden that time. He is going to get the sack.
Good job by Mason to hold on to the ball right there, and there was nothing he could really do other than take the hit, and he didn't fumble it. So
nope, he did not fumble it. And for Mason West, he's going to be marked down at the 21-yard line. So a loss of 6 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a second down and about 16 to go. So Mason West, he's got a wide open man. Oh, nearly picked off in the end zone.
Yeah.
He got beat on the route that time. That doesn't happen very often. Darius Graham got beat on the route. That was by number 12, Junior Pisoni. His brother was a huge quarterback for Fox a few years ago. Glad he has graduated. Third down and 16 now. So Poplar Bluff trying to figure out a way to get the ball in the end zone at third down and 16.
Again, 3 times in one drive. Not easy.
I think I read that text message wrong. I'll get to that in a minute about Sikeston Jackson. There's the pitch outside. Not going to get much on the play whatsoever. And let's see here. Can't see the number. I got too many bodies there in front of me. Chris Matlock was the guy that caught the football. It's not going to get much. They're going to say he is on the 21-yard line, so no gain on the play. Fourth down and 16.
Clock ticking, as we say.
So my text message just said that Sikeston's beating Jackson 30-7. There's no way that's possible. That must be a misprint.
That must be a misprint.
That's called, what they call that, fake news.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I'll have to double check. I'll be double checking that score pretty soon. So now Mason West, he is looking to throw. He's got a man there.
Got him. Torrance.
And it's Torrance Williams. He is just outside not going to get in.
Man, that's a good catch.
Torrance Williams, that was a big catch all the way down to about the 1-yard line.
Good catch by Torrance. Good football play.
That's a 20-yard pickup there on the 1-yard line. And that brings up what, John?
Another. First down, Frankie. That's what it is. I don't want to get too excited.
That must be that class of 92 sticking up there for you.
That's what it was.
So now first and go for the Mules, and there is the handoff, and he's not going to get in. Mikael McFarland is going to be stopped at the 1-yard line.
Little clock
and now we're going to get a timeout with 22 seconds to go here in the first half. Timeout called by Poplar Bluff. It is their second timeout here of the first half. It's all being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge with 22 seconds left to go before halftime. All right, so our trivia question before halftime once again, John. Who was Poplar Bluff's starting running back the last time the Mules took on the Fox Warriors? Was it Austin Tinsley, B. Gwynn, Josiah Kilgore, or Quentin Bell? That's what I want to know. Post your answer right now on social media. Share this video feed. By the way, coming up next half, we're giving away a Weber grill. And that's a very nice grill we're going to give away coming up in the next half.
We should have that grill up here right now trying it out, Frankie. You know?
I have it in I have it in Tim's office right now.
Crack a window. We could have some brats or something going up here. This would be great. Smoke rolling out of the top of the press box.
That's right. David Hadley says we need to go under center and call a quarterback dive. I agree.
I agree. That's one thing is we always line up in the shotgun. We're on the one, and
they're going to hand the ball to Conclaser now. Mark my words, Ben Conclaser is right there beside the quarterback. There it is. Nope. He's going to move forward, and we're waiting. Nope. Oh, they're going to say he did not get in. Conclaser. And another timeout is going to be called by Poplar Bluff in this one with 13 seconds left.
You know, Frankie, I agree with Mr. Hadley. I understand what they're doing, but it seems like if you've got a yard to go, if you line up under center, do a quarterback sneak or something like that, you're taking a snap 4 yards back, handing off. Your running back's got to go 4 or 5 yards to get in the end zone. If you're that close, man, I just like to power it down their throat. Okay, so I did get a correction from my good friend Rusty Hendricks out of Sikeston, and he did tell me that he made a mistake. It is 38-7 Jackson. I knew I like Sikeston, but I did not think they were going to be ahead by that much. Wishful thinking, perhaps. It was very much wishful thinking. Thank you, Nathan. He just set the record straight as well. So I knew there was a little misprint there on the score as Poplar Bluff uses their final timeout. It is 3rd and goal now. 13 seconds. We got to score right here. What are we? 3rd and goal? Yeah, man. 3rd and goal now. Might throw the pass. You got time for 2 plays with a pass. You got plenty of time if you do the pass. If you're going to run, they're going to commit to the run as the quarterback keeper, and did he get in? He didn't get it. No, the ball came loose. You can't advance it. They're going to say he was down by contact, and I think that's going to be the way this half comes to an end. They're going to say he lost the football, and Fox recovers. Yeah. Wow. Ideal. With 5 seconds left to go, the Mules could not come in and punch it in. Instead, Wes will fumble the football, and that is the first turnover by Poplar Bluff here in the ball game. You know, with 10 seconds, whatever it was, I don't know. I guess you don't want to throw it up for fear of a turnover, but you got time for 2 plays, run a pass in the corner, and then you try to run it the last little bit. But hey, hindsight. They're going to have to snap it once. We get a safety right before half. So Fox maybe is going to use their last timeout, maybe? Nope. Oh, you hate to get that close. Boy, the Mules got that close. Unreal. And score twice on the same possession. Yeah, Mules have scored twice on this possession. They got it called back each time. And now Poplar Bluff winds up and fumbles it on the 1 yard line. And it will be Fox football. It is 7-7. Mules have no timeouts. Fox, they've got 1 timeout coming up during the half. A special performance from what we're being told by the Pom Squad. They always do a great job during our peak out night. Make sure and share this video feed for us. We'll also have your trivia answer coming up at halftime. Bizarre second quarter, no doubt. And now just trying to get it up the gut, and they're going to get it to about the 5 yard line. The quarterback keeps it this time, and that's going to be the way that this quarter will come to an end. And Mules, they had multiple opportunities to score and just unable to score in the second quarter there. So we're in halftime officially. Our halftime is presented by PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Coming up at halftime, we'll break it all down. We'll also have a live performance by the Pom Squad. And we'll go over all of our numbers, our trivia coming up, as well as we continue
on the Mules football game as we are tied 7-7 going into halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come right back and we'll have your halftime report. It is presented by PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. You're listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is a family-owned one-stop shop for fast, friendly, and affordable automotive services with the latest tools and technology as well as their time-tested automotive knowledge. They're guaranteed to get your vehicle fixed without breaking the bank.
Do you feel that rush of adrenaline? That's the feeling of over 100 years of Poplar Bluff football excellence. Let's make some history.
Touchdown! All right, we're going to come back a little bit early here because for some reason halftime did not end. Sean, do you have any updates for us down there?
Yeah, there was a flag on the field, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense. So they're going to assess that and then do one untimed down, it looks like.
Well, I'm glad you saw the flag. I couldn't see it up here. What side of the football field was it thrown on?
It was on the offense. Otherwise,
no, I mean, what
looks like they're just going to go now to that.
Okay, so that makes more sense now. All right, Sean, we appreciate that. So unsportsmanlike there against the offense here out of Fox. So that was bizarre. We didn't see it up here. I didn't see the flag whatsoever. So now we're going to go to a commercial timeout. Now Tim will take 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and coming up, we will have your halftime report on the way on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Southeast Signs and Graphics of Poplar Bluff can handle all of your printing needs, from t-shirts, wall displays, banners, and so much more. Call their team at 573-772-5566 or get to southeastsignsandgraphics.com.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Welcome back to our halftime report right now. If you're watching us on social media, you are seeing the Pom Squad right now. They are doing a performance. I'm not able to just stop talking, let the music play because of copyright infringement issues, but we're going to let you watch it here live as we talk to Sean Mannon, who's got some updates for us on Nathan Bunton and Chase O'Neal, both getting injured in the first half. Sean, what do you have for us?
We're going to start with Chase O'Neal. He went down early in the second quarter, got up, was able to put some pressure on that knee, got taped up, has a knee brace on, and was snapping on the sideline. Looks like he is going to try to return in the second half. Nathan Bunton went down there towards the end, tried to take a snap, didn't exactly go great. Right now, he is doubtful to return in this game.
And that's a big loss for the Mules if he is doubtful. Nathan Bunton, just a great kid all the way around, not possibly going to be able to go into the second half, but maybe Chase O'Neal will be able to come back in the second half as our starting center. We wish him all the best. Any other score updates you've got for us? I know there was some miscommunication. A buddy of mine out of Sikeston, he said that they were beating Jackson. That is not the case. Jackson actually has a 38-7 lead going into halftime.
Yeah, I have you in my ear, and we said Sikeston was up 30-7 over Jackson. I'm like, something's not right, or something's going very weird over here in the Mississippi River. But yeah, Jackson leading that game is probably what most people expected.
Absolutely. And looking here, let's go ahead and break down the first half. Sean, we appreciate your time. And boy, the Mules, they were able to score multiple times on that last drive, just could not punch it in and then fumbled it there on the 1 yard line.
That's really been the story of the game so far. Outside of one drive, just a lot of mistakes so far that they're going to, I know the coaching staff is really going to be hammering on, cutting down penalties, also holding on to the ball. That fumble is a killer. That was that game-changing because the Mules would have had the ball to start the second half. They could have put that in, could have gone up possibly 2 scores to start the second half. But, that's how the cookie crumbles. We're going to see how the Mules respond when they come out of the locker room.
Did John Scott tell you to say that? That's how the cookie crumbles. That's something he would say.
Hey, great minds think alike, right?
Great
John?
minds think alike. Well, Sean, great job as always on the sidelines, and keep us informed, my friend. We appreciate you.
Will do. Thank you.
You betcha. Sean Manning here giving us an update on the injuries there. Tim, if you don't mind, one more time before we get to the Show Me Marching Band, let's put up our trivia question for those tuning in on social media. Who was the Poplar Bluff starting running back the last time the Mules took on the Fox Warriors? Was it Austin Tinsley? Was it B. Gwynn, Josiah Kilgore, or was it Quentin Bell? Take your answers right now. Line them up here in our feed, and we will pick a winner coming up very, very shortly. A winner on the first half trivia, they will receive a $25 gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. And coming up here toward the end of halftime, we're going to give the winner, and then, of course, we will have our second half question coming up. On that question, we're going to give away a grill, so we want you to share this video feed. In the meantime, I guess we're going to go down field side here momentarily for a performance by the Show Me Marching Band here, John.
Yeah, very nice. I think you guys were watching me eat that cookie as the reason that whole cookie crumbled while I was eating it earlier.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I knew something was up.
Now, the band's, they got some props out here. It looks really actually pretty cool.
Where did my camera guy go? Did Tim sneak off on me?
I think he was going to check on his other camera.
He may have decided to quit. You may have to be the guy behind the camera now.
I'm scared of that camera. It looks like if we hit the wrong button, we might launch.
Well, for those of you watching us on social media, we appreciate you tuning in. If you're listening on the radio, we couldn't do it without you. Grandma Jackie right now, she's tuning in, and she's probably not very happy.
Well, she's got to be happy last week, right? We broke the jinx, right?
We did break the jinx. We got the win, yeah. But she wants 2 in a row, John. She doesn't want her grandson traveling in week 10.
Yeah, and we can win this game tonight. We can play with this team. We should be up at least 1 score right now. So
absolutely,
I think we can play with them.
Coming up in just a moment, we'll break down the first half. In the meantime, let's pause for a couple of minutes, and let you listen to the Show Me Marching Band like we always do every halftime show in Poplar Bluff. We'll come right back, and we'll give you the first half stats here in just a few moments. In the meantime, we're going to go down here in just a moment, and we're going to have our halftime, or I should say we will have the Show Me Marching Band. Right now, our PA address announcer, Brandon Spain, is making some announcements. If you're watching us on social media, you're seeing the Show Me Marching Band. Boy, these guys and girls do a great job. A lot of practice time, John. They put a lot of work into these performances.
Oh, they do. It's good to see them all dressed with their uniforms tonight. it's cool so they can do that. But I know it's a lot of work and effort for everyone involved when they wear their uniforms and do it, but I think that's the way the band should look.
So I hear winners down there. Here we go. Here is a performance by the Show Me Marching Band. Enjoy it at halftime as the Mules and the Fox Warriors all tied up at 7. We'll be back in just a moment with your first half stats. In the meantime, here is the Show Me Marching Band right here at halftime as the Mules and the Fox Warriors all tied up at 7 apiece.
They're scheduling on game day. What is this? They're not working. And I emailed the manager. I'm like, okay, I have to come in. I said, I'm calling off. I said, I'm letting you know in advance.
For the radio side of things, we're going to go to a quick commercial timeout. If you're watching us on social media, keep tuning in to our halftime show. It is the Show Me Marching Band. You're listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Welcome back now to the halftime, and we are enjoying the Show Me Marching Band here. If you're watching us on social media, we're going to get back to our halftime report now. The Show Me Marching Band doing a phenomenal job here, performances at the half. And let's go ahead now and break down the first half here, John. In the first quarter, 5:03 to play. Mason West runs for 14 yards and scores, and the point after was good by Colton Palma. And then second quarter, 11:12 to go. Quarter just starting. Aiden Smith runs for 4 yards. Touchdown was good. And then the Diego Lorenzo, the extra point is good. And here's where we stand right now. The numbers are very, very similar. 23 plays of offense by Fox. They've got 142 yards. Poplar Bluff, 29 plays. They've got 146 in the yards category. When it comes to rushing right now, it has been all Fox. 20 rushing attempts for 105 yards. Mules at 17 rushing attempts for only 78 yards. Right now, the Fox Warriors averaging 5 yards per run. The Mules averaging about 4.5. And then looking at takeaways right now, each team, they've got 1 fumble, 1 lost fumble, and then time of possession is pretty much similar right now. It is the Mules 12 minutes of offense, and for Fox, over 11 minutes. Third down conversions right now. Here is the big difference. Fox is 2 out of 4. Mules is 1 out of 6. However, they are 3 out of 3 on fourth down conversions, and Fox right now, they are 1 out of 1. You going to talk, or?
Yeah, Frank.
Okay.
I was gathering my thoughts. Yeah, it's a pretty evenly played game. It's just a little frustrating with the way it ended there in the first half. But no, I've guys that come out and played well tonight. We need to convert those close, third, fourth downs right down there on the goal line. We really needed to convert that. But so far, we've played with this team. Realistically, we ought to be up a score, maybe 2 scores. But I'll take where we are at halftime of this game. I think our guys have turned the corner, and they're much more assertive, much more aggressive, and much more confident. It's amazing what 1 win will do. I think if we can get 2 wins, we'll be even that much better. So I want to see us come out second half. We got the ball. We need to just march right down the field again and punch it in this time, and I think we can do that. But so far we've had a good game. I'm not seeing any real problems. We gave up a couple of big plays that we could have avoided on the fake punt and then the big acrobatic catch down there, which was really nobody's fault at all. But aside from that, Frankie, I think we're in good shape. I'm glad to see it.
Talk about some numbers here on the Fox side. Cameron Underwood is 2 out of 3, 37 yards so far, no touchdowns, and the interception thrown. On the ground, Aiden Smith right now, 6 carries, 35 yards, a touchdown. Jaden Thompson, 4 carries, 27 yards. He is averaging just under 7 per carry here tonight. Dominique Murray, 5 carries, 23 yards. Cameron Underwood, 3 carries for 20 yards, and Dylan Stevens has 1 carry for 1 yard. Through the air, Kyle Gast, 2 catches, 37 yards. On the Mule side, Mason West is 7 of 12, 68 yards, no touchdowns and no interceptions. On the ground, Matlock, 1 carry, 32 yards. Mikhail McFarland, 10 carries for 29 yards. Mason West has 4 carries for 13 yards. Also, he has a touchdown. Ben Conklaser, 2 carries for 4 yards. Through the air, Chris Matlock has 5 catches and 41 yards. And then Torrance Williams has 1 catch for 20 yards. And Romeo Walter also has 1 catch for 7 yards. Let's go back downfield side. Here is Sean Mannon as he is standing by with one of our coaches.
Yes, we're here with Coach Billy Pyland. Coach, real good first half. Almost thought you had a second touchdown twice there. What happened there on that last drive?
Well, I thought it was 3 touchdowns. Well, one call was lineman downfield because it was a play-action pass. The lineman, trying to be aggressive. And the other one was a kid the play was already scored, but the kid in his mind thought, well, I better block this guy. And it was he's already scored, and he hit the kid in the back, and they got that called back. And it's just unfortunate that that's happened.
So is there even any talk there at halftime about cutting down mistakes a little bit, trying to get the second half going here?
Well, we're always trying to cut down mistakes and try not to do stuff, but a lot of mental mistakes, which our kids are going to recover from that. And it's just tough right now. I mean, it's a dogfight right now.
You get the ball to start the second half. What are your plans here to get this half started off right?
Well, we're going to try to score 2 more times without any penalties, and hopefully that'll happen.
All right, Coach, thank you for joining us.
All right, go Mules.
All right, Sean, thank you so much. And look at that student section right there, Sean. We'll get them on camera right there. Hang on 1 second. There you go. Boy, our Mule student section, John, I like to see that, my friend.
Yes, sir. Good to see these kids out having fun tonight on the pink out night. Having some good fun down there. Support the Mules tonight.
So you heard the coach. You heard him talk about what they're going to do different coming up in the second half. And for Poplar Bluff, man, this first possession, it is very crucial for Poplar Bluff. It's tie ball game 7-7. And even though it's a tie ball game, the Mules right now, it's almost like we're the way we're playing, it's almost like we're playing from behind a little bit.
It is. It's been a weird momentum game. You hate, a couple injuries. A turnover there. We didn't punch it in. But really, we're doing well. We're having a good game. It's just that last 5-6 minutes of the second quarter, it's hard. It's mentally, it just seemed like we were stuck in mud. So hopefully Coach get them going at halftime, get them fired up, and we'll come out and continue to march the ball down the field.
All right, so here's what we're going to do, Tim. If you don't mind, put that trivia question up on the screen for us, my friend. There it is. All right, who was Poplar Bluff's starting running back the last time the Mules took on Fox? Was it Austin Tinsley? Was it B. Gwynn, Josiah Kilgore, or was it Quentin Bell? Don't tell me the answer. Do you have any guesses, John?
I always have a guess, Frankie.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the answer when we come back in 30 seconds. I'll pick a winner. So last chance, put those answers on the screen, share the video. We'll give you the answer coming up in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Scott Law Firm is experienced in estate planning and the preparation of documents like wills and trusts. Let the Scott Law Firm help you protect your family and pass along your estate according to your terms. Call Scott Law Firm today at 785-4688.
All right, so we are back, and it's time to give away a gift card, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. All right, so the answer I'm looking for today, who was Poplar Bluff starting running back the last time the Mules took on the Fox Warriors? Austin Tinsley, B. Gwynn, Josiah Kilgore, or Quentin Bell? Tim, you want to do me the honors and put the winner up there, my friend? And as soon as I see it, the winner is Austin Tinsley. He was the last starting running back. Did you know that answer, John? You didn't, did you?
I didn't know that, Frankie. I did not.
Well, check this out. The answer is Austin Tinsley. In that game, he ran for 25 carries, 122 yards of offense, and the Mules would go on to lose that ball game, by the way, 41-25. That was in a district playoff game. That was the same year the Mules took on Fox in week 1 and won 33-3.
And what year was that, Frankie?
2019.
Got it.
How about that?
That's what threw me off, as I was thinking, I guess, of Austin Tinsley, the fourth or third or whatever. You should have clarified your answer.
So Lisa Pfister is going to pick up a $25 gift card from Academy Sports and Outdoors. So Lisa, if you're tuning in right now, send us a message on Facebook, or I'll send you one following this ball game. Congratulations to Miss Pfister on picking up a $25 gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. Tim, if you don't mind, do we have a separate screen of what our next prize is going to be in the second half? He says no. So what we're going to give away is we're going to give away a Weber grill coming up, and that's going to come up next half. So we've got a really good question coming up here in the second half. To win this grill, you've got to do two things, John. There are two very small requests. Know the right answer and chime in, share the video feed, and someone's going to walk away with this awesome grill courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be slightly used. It'll be new. But if they want me to come over and try it out just to show them how it works and all that, I'll be happy to lend my services to come over and barbecue out and have a couple of soft drinks and have some fun.
All right, so we can do that for sure, and we'll do that. I thought about bringing the grill up here tonight, cooking some brats or maybe some hot dogs, but someone told me that you wasn't going to have any hot dogs because we're not in Jackson. That's what I was told.
I feel like we could sort of pimp this thing out up here, Frankie. At least get a hot dog roller, maybe a grill, refrigerator, whatnot. We could really make this thing nice up here. Get some crazy lights and maybe some beads hanging down in the door.
Okay,
nice.
I see you. So now for the Mules, we're going to have the ball to begin the second half. And Mules football presented by First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Also being brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, Air Solutions, First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Briggs & Stratton, the Scott Law Group LLC, and Taco John's. Roger Faith is tuning in here tonight on Facebook. Like to see him in. Also on YouTube tonight, Ralph Jefferson. Boy, he's a great guy. He is tuning in on YouTube here tonight. Boy, the student section, they're going nuts down there for Pink Out Night. You like to see that. Coming up, we will have our second half question. As soon as we get underway here in the second half, we'll get back to more trivia. And we've got a really good question coming up. And tonight, the winner of this second half question is going to get a grill courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. So the 15 yards, by the way, are going to be assessed on the kickoff. David Hadley called that right away as the half ended. There's another they're trying to onside kick it. And Lorenzo, good job by the Mules. They were not fooled on that one. Logan Hyde again is able to fall on it. And the Mules here, John, they are going to have really good field position. They're going to have it at the 38-yard line.
That's something. I don't get that. I don't know if maybe they don't have their actual kicker or it's hard to see why they would onside.
He is the normal kicker.
Well, it seems odd to me that he would onside kick that with that. I mean, that puts us at the 38-yard line. We'll take it,
No, I will take it absolutely all day, every day. So the Mules now, here we go, third quarter of play. High snap, and there is a handoff to Mikael McFarland. If there was ever a time right now for the Mules to punch one in the end zone, this is the time. Dakota Ray says, let's go Warriors. Glad to have some Fox folks alongside here tonight.
Yeah. Absolutely. We love it. Y'all should come down and hang out in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, get some stuff, go over the river, all that. It's a good place to be, but we welcome everybody to watch.
Absolutely, we do. They're going to move the ball now. The official had it on the 35, and they're going to wind up and move it to the 34. Second down and about 7 officially. There's a pass outside. It is good to Matlock. Matlock breaks one tackle, and he is going to be close to the 30-yard line, and that's going to be third down and short coming up now. A pickup of 5 yards and bring it up third down and about 2 to go.
Good second effort on that one. Chris really drove his legs, picked up a few yards where they almost had him stop.
Mules are just 1 out of 6, John, on third down conversions, entering the game at 30%. Tonight, 17% on third down conversions. Don't want to go with 3 and out here. Got to have a score, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're due. The odds are in our favor. How about that? we're due to pick this one up right here.
All right, so third down and a very short 2. Mikael McFarland now going to line up right beside him, and they're going to go up the middle, and I don't think he's going to get much. One official walked to the 28-yard line, and they're going to walk back and say he didn't gain at all, and that's going to bring up fourth down and 2.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. He didn't. He had a wall waiting for him.
He had a big wall waiting for him. Boy, this will be a big stop here for the Fox Warriors. If they're able to get this here on fourth down, hats off to them and that stop on defense.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, that big goal line stand they made just before the half. Really like to see the Mules convert this right here.
Virginia Roberts says the class of 79 is watching here tonight. Glad to have them alongside. So now Mason West, he's got a man there, and he's got a man. It's going to go, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Mules.
No flags. No flags. Nice play.
Very nice play indeed, and Poplar Bluff has just scored a touchdown. What a route.
Good pump fake.
Matlock, he drug a man with him. It goes 30 yards.
Got to give it to Chris, man.
You really do. Extra point attempt is coming up here by Palma. 9:48 to play, and this one is up, and it is good. And the Mules, just like that, they lead 14-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. So there you go, the Mules now on the opening drive in that second half. They go 38 yards. Kind of a very questionable onside kick to begin the half. Gave the Mules good field position on 4th down and 2. They go 30 yards for the score.
Great play call on 4th down. I like going up. And Mason West did an excellent job pump faking to the right, kind of throw the defense off and then turn around.
If you're Hunter Clifford, do you do the onside here? Probably not.
I kick it deep.
He's going to kick it deep. He's got a good foot on him for sure. This one, high kick, is going to be taken near the 12-yard line. Thompson's going to get out across the 30-yard line. Good job by the Mules on special teams. And for the Fox Warriors now, they're going to have a decent field position as Thompson is going to get it out across the 30-yard line to about the 32. That is a return of 21 yards. Poplar Bluff now on defense here with about 9:40 to go in the third quarter, leads it 14-7.
Need a turnover, Frankie. What do you think?
I would like to see that, absolutely, no doubt. Lee Wallace likes that last touchdown by the Mules. Good job by Poplar Bluff on defense. Kaysen King in on the tackle that time. A little misdirection there as Murray is unable to get much.
Good penetration on that play. He had nowhere to go with it.
Nope. And we're going to see where they spot him down at. Looks like they're going to move it. Well, they're going to move him back a yard, so he's going to lose a yard of progress there. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11. 9 minutes now to play here in the third quarter. Mules up by a touchdown. A lot riding on this game against the Warriors here tonight. Murray again. This time, Mules are going to grab a leg. Logan Davis, he takes a leg out. I mean, he just grabbed his leg and took him back.
I'm glad he didn't get a flag on that play.
I thought he was going to for a moment.
The leg sticking out of the pile. He had a hold of it.
I mean, I'm looking at the replay here in the booth, and you really can't zoom out on that to where you can't see it. There he is right there grabbing that leg, and he's just taking him down. He's going to get a couple of yards gain to the 33-yard line. 3rd down coming up here. And how many times have we seen Fox here tonight? They're 2 out of 4 on 3rd down conversions. How many times have we seen them convert on 3rd and long? 3rd down and 9. They are 4 out of 8, or make that 2 out of 4 rather, on 3rd down conversions. They're going to throw it here. Underwood is going to run. Davis misses a tackle. He's got a 1st down. Jay Soto is going to take him down near the 46-yard line. A big 1st down run. I thought they had him in the backfield, but the quarterback this time, he just keeps his head tucked, and he runs for a big gain out to the 46. He needed 9. He picked up 13 yards.
Yeah, Fox has really been excellent tonight on 3rd down. They have picked up the big.
They really have.
Run.
They are now 3 out of 5 here on third down conversions, and that's been a big deal right now for the Mules. Fox is driving. Mules lead 14-7 now. Coming up on under 8 minutes now to play here in the third quarter. Mules now defense standing up again. Soto, man, he has made some big tackles here this season. There's another one. My goodness, what a great job by the Mules, and none the first man through that time to take down Murray. Boy, Murray, the Mules were not fooled by that one.
They were stacked 8, 9 in the box till they called a flag.
They gave him a yard of forward progress.
I don't think. But it's funny. I mean, we were jammed in there. It was open on both sides, but first down, they just run it every time.
Man, they're going to give him almost 2 yards of forward progress on that one. Make that 7-10 to play. Second down and about 8. They're bunching up there. They're going to run the football. Obviously, they do not want to pass. Going to be a quarterback keeper. This one is going to get into Mules territory to the 49-yard line this time. Logan Height on the tackle that time. It's going to bring up third down for the Fox Warriors. He got about 4 yards on that play, so another big third down. 3rd and 5. They are 3 out of 5 on third down conversions in this ball game. 6:35 to go in the third. Mules lead by a touchdown, 14-7. Thanks in part to a big touchdown run.
Gotta watch the pass.
He's good about faking them out. They're going to hand it off this time, and he's going to be close to a first down, maybe a little bit short of the first down by a couple of yards. Aiden Smith, they're going to go for it here on fourth down. So Aiden Smith is not going to get the first down, but they're going to get him to the 46. He got 3 yards of it back. Big fourth down, 4th and 2. They are 1 for 1 right now on fourth down conversions. Boy, let's hear you on social media right now. Mules defense can sure use it. Big fourth down coming up. They put Aiden Smith in motion.
Oh, they got him.
They got him. Yes, they did. Good job. 25, Who else? 20. Logan Height, baby.
Oh, he timed that brilliantly. It was a stunt. He blitzed and he was rolling when the ball was snapped, untouched. Excellent.
That might come back to be the play of the game by Logan Height.
He was back there so quick. He gambled and he won on that one. He timed it exactly right. Man, he was fast in the backfield.
Yes, he was. What a good job by the Mules that time, as he's going to be taken back to the 48-yard line. That's a loss of 2, and the Mules once again, John, are going to have really good field position to begin this next drive. 5:27 to go in the third.
Might as well go deep right here.
I want to give the defense a rest. Just a little bit of a break.
Oh, we'll give another 7 points to be all right.
Okay. So Matlock gets the pass here on the other side. Not going to get a whole lot of yards, about 2 yards on the catch there. Second down and about 8. John likes what he sees. Good job, defense. Sarah and Brian Lacey tuning in. Like what they're seeing right now. Boy, this game tonight, big implications when it comes to district seeding. Mules get this win tonight, and we could actually host a playoff game in Week 10.
Yeah, I see John Guy chiming in. That's good. Nice pass.
Nice pass and catch to Romeo Waltor. It is a Mules first down inside the 40-yard line. Good catch by Romeo. He'll have it at the 39-yard line. That is a gain of 11 yards on that play. 1st and 10, Poplar Bluff.
We've had a nice mix of run and pass tonight, I feel like. I don't know what the numbers will come out to, but so far we've done a good job of mixing it up.
Yes, we are. We got some injury news to pass on to you. We'll go down to Sean Manning right after this play. He's got an update on one of our Mules players that looks to be having cramps right now. And we've got a flag, a false start against the Mules. Sean, what do you see down there?
Yeah, number 81 looked like he was suffering from cramps for a little bit. He has got checked up on the sideline and is now back on the field.
All right, thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate that. Boy, he's doing a good job down there on the sidelines, Sean.
It's nice to have. He's close where he can see. I'm too old to see this far, so it's good to have somebody down there can see what's going on.
1st and 15 now for Poplar Bluff, and we're going to see Wes back out now onto the field for Poplar Bluff. And the Mules, if they can possibly put this one in the end zone, this would be huge for the Mules on offense. It'll give the defense a little bit of breathing room as well. 1st and 15, there's a handoff to Mikael McFarland, and he's not going to get much, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but not much. Boy, Mikael McFarland, he is struggling in this ball game. He's not able to get those gaps he has gotten the last couple of games.
Yeah, he's a workhorse for the team, and I think Fox has locked him down just a little bit here lately, but they're going to loosen him up. He'll bust one loose here in a minute.
Terry Mizell tuning in tonight says, let's go Poplar Bluff. He says, let's go Mules. And now Mason West, he's going to fire one in. He's got a man there, and he is still going. And you know what? Matlock is going to score. Touchdown, Mules.
Oh, he's having a game tonight, Frankie.
He is having quite the game. A touchdown, Poplar Bluff. Give him 6 more yards, 6 more points, rather.
That was an excellent pass by the quarterback. He had people coming down on him. He got the pass off, which was not easy, and caught Chris just right. Once Chris gets the ball in the secondary like that, he's gone. They can't catch you. There's nobody on this team.
So Palma now comes up for the extra point. Jay Edmondson. Or no, this one is Jaredon Young is the holder this time, and the extra point is up, and the extra point is good, and the Mules now lead 21-7 here in the 3rd quarter of play with 3:10 to go. So on that Mules touchdown, let's give away a grill. What do you say, John?
Let's do it, Frankie.
You ready, Tim? We'll put that question up on the screen for me. Here we go. Who was the last Poplar Bluff Mules player to have more than 1,000 receiving yards in a single season? Was it Jacob Baller? Was it Mike Moss, Tyson Cox, or Jared Moore? If you know the right answer, post it right now on Facebook. Remember to share this video feed, and somebody is going to take home a Weber grill. There it is on the screen for you. Somebody will take home that Weber grill, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. And I'll tell you up front, it is not assembled, it's in a box. I did not have time to assemble it today.
Now, whoever gets that, if they want me to come over and fire it up the first time, please assemble it first. Because the last time I did one of those, I had to undo it and do it again. I had something on backwards.
You had something on backwards. So make sure and give us your answer right now. And we will pick a winner coming up here tonight. Somebody is going to pick up this Weber grill. Good kick by Hunter Clifford is picked up at the 18-yard line. Thompson is going to be spun around. He's not going to get much. Mules defense doing a phenomenal job right now. 1st and 10 coming up for the Fox Warriors.
Something I heard on your coach's show the other night, Frankie, when Mason West talked about the speed of the game. And you can see that it's taken him a little bit of time, a few games, to get up the speed of it. And now that he's adjusted to that, he's really playing well the last couple of games.
Oh, he really is, absolutely. 1st and 10 now on the 29-yard line, an 11-yard return. And now the Fox Warriors they will have the football. And boy, the Mules right now, look at that. Chris Matlock is pumped up right now. He stops Underwood in the backfield. I like it. What a good job by the Mules there. Boy, the Mules right now, they are fired up on all cylinders, and they're going to mark him back, it looks like, on the 26-yard line. A loss of 3 yards on that sack.
Yeah, they're really pumped right now. We need to get a 3-4 and out right here, get the ball back. Good to see for the home crowd. Good to let them see it.
Absolutely. Make sure and share this video feed for us for your chance to win. There's going to be another run up the middle in Poplar Bluff. Little extracurricular there by the Fox Warriors, and he just puts his hands up like, I didn't do anything. I mean, one of our guys got slung down. I understand it. I get it.
It happens from time to time.
I guess. So the run play didn't get much. As Kyle Gast is going to get it to the maybe the 30-yard line, so about a 4-yard pickup that time. 3rd down and about 9 to go. Boy, big 3rd down coming up here. Going to be the option out. And he's going to get some yards. Still on his feet, Logan Height, Jay Soto. He's not going to get a 1st down. He'll be short, but not by much. It was going to be Kevin Gwynn, and we'll see where they mark him down. They may give it out to the 38-yard line. Boy, he's going to be close to a 1st down. 4th down and about 1.5.
This will be, I feel like they're going to try a little trickery here, but I'd send Mr. Hyde again. Say, time it just like you did last time, son. Let's see it happen.
I don't think they're going to kick it here. They're going to go for it here. You're down by 2 scores, and right now the Mules offense starting to click.
Oh, yeah.
I think you go for it.
I think he's going to pass it, though. I think he's going to.
Or try to draw the Mules off sides, one of the two. Hard snap count. They're going to hand the ball off, and they're going to get a 1st down, it looks like, and then some. He's going to get just enough. Aiden Smith is going to get just enough for a 1st down. Boy, Jackson right now, they're not making friends against Sikeston. 54-7 right now.
Run a little bit of clock here. It's not bad. Not bad. Make them earn it.
44-yard line now, a gain of 6 yards. It's 1st down and about 10 to go. Glad to see Jennifer Rosner tuning in here tonight to Mules football.
Class of 90 gal.
I thought you said class of 90 wasn't worth much. Is that what you said?
The greatest class ever.
Oh, the greatest class. My apologies. I thought you said the class of 03 was the best. Underwood now. He's going to try to leap in the air, and he's going to gain a few yards. And, man, that was a gutsy call by the quarterback. And he was able to, a Fox player now is slow to get up as well. That's number 63. That is Zach Wiener.
They're good at picking up a couple of yards at the last second. These guys kind of stretch out or something. I don't think it's the refs. I'll say it, Frankie. I don't think it's the refs. I think those guys are really good at extending the ball and just getting another yard or two.
So we are now at the end of the 3rd quarter, and the Mules right now lead at 21-7. We'll take a minute timeout and come right back on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling. Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time.
All right, so we are back as we get ready for the 4th and final quarter now. Poplar Bluff switching sides, and the Mules will go from right to left on your radio dial. And if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, thank you, James. I appreciate that. So now Fox with the football. 2nd down and about 5 to go. 49-yard line. They're going from left to right. The Fox Warriors are. Oh, the ball may have popped out. I thought it did.
We didn't get it.
I don't think we got it. I think Fox wound up and fell on top of it. They're going to get to about the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, Frankie, for our listeners out, anybody in the Cape area or anybody local, if you want to come out and see something fun, a good family thing, come out to the cross-country meet tomorrow in Notre Dame over in Cape. Boys and girls, varsity, I think junior high may be running too. We'll be running tomorrow morning. Be a nice spring morning, see some people run. It's a good time.
So now it's going to bring up 3rd down here in about 3. And not going to get much on that at all.
Clock still ticking. We like that.
Stop short of the line.
So going to be on the Mules side of the 46-yard line. They're going to give him a first down, it looks like. Yep, they're going to give him a first down.
Why not? Give is the word.
So now it's first down and 10.
Good, contain. There we go.
He's not going to get much. He's going to lose a big chunk of yards that time. Good job by Ben Conclazier.
He got in there and tripped him up. It was a good open field tackle. Like to see that.
So they're going to have him marked down at the 48-yard line. A loss of 6 yards on the carry. Second down and 16 to go. John Francis tuning in says, class of 80. Let's go Mules. Second down and long here. They're going to pass it this time. They've got a man there. Gassed.
Oh, got a flag.
And got a flag coming in, and that's going to be on the Mules, it looks like. This time, Height going to be calling for pass interference.
Came in a little bit early.
It's going to be defensive pass interference. And that should give this. Not going to be enough for a first down, though, I don't believe.
That kid's big, that number 1.
Yes, he is. That's Gassed.
How tall is that kid?
He is 5'10", or he is 6'1".
He looks taller. I guess he's got a little
on the program, they're saying 6'1". But
he looks pretty big on the field.
Yes, he does. Mules are going to be called for the pass interference. 15 yards. And it should bring up second down and about
6.
Yeah, about 6. .9:38 to play here in the ball game. Mules lead. And there's a first down and then some. He's going to be inside the 30-yard line that time. Murray, it looks like, the ball carrier. Nope, it's going to be Aiden instead.
Good second effort right there.
Yes, it was. Aiden Smith, big second, or I should say big carry that time. Inside the 30 to the 29. And that's a first down for the Fox Warriors now. Josh Boyer tuning in. There's a pass, and this one, Matlock is wide open, and he meant to get it to Gast. Instead, it'll be an interception. Poplar Bluff, Matlock, his second on the night.
He's going to be a trivia question. Touchdowns and interceptions. Our kid's playing football at a high level. Glad to see it for Chris. He works hard all year. I'm sure his mama's proud.
Yes, sir.
Because she helps him, puts a lot of effort, gets him up, makes him do it, and it's paying off. And for Chris, great to see a team. You know, it's good to see a team that has some adversity early in the season, loses some games. The team could easily come unraveled. They could easily lay down, but this team sure enough did not. And they're getting better and better every single week, and we're seeing it pay off.
Boy, this is a big drive here for the Mules. Coming up on the 9 o'clock hour, there is our trivia question again. Make sure and submit your answers. Somebody's going to take home that Weber grill. Whoever we select is going to cook John and I some hamburgers and hot dogs next week. We may come to your house and do a broadcast. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be some fun, actually.
That'd be kind of cool. Do a live feed. Actually, let's do that.
We should definitely. We'll let Sean and Chris do this, and we'll go broadcast from somebody's house. I like that.
Tailgate live broadcast.
Mikkel McFarland picked up around 5 yards on that carry to bring up second down and 5. You know what I want to do is I think we should give the grill to Grandma Jackie, and we'll go to her house and barbecue next week. What do you think?
I like it. I like the sound of that.
You got to take your shoes off before you come in, though, John.
I don't want to upset their favorite dog, right?
Don't got to upset the dog. Mason West, shotgun formation. Mule's going to run the clock now. McFarland trying to get around, and he's going to get out to about the 19-yard line. So another nice gain. And it's going to bring up third down and about 1. So good job by Mikkel McFarland picking up another 4 yards.
team's playing very confident. Offensive line's playing tough.
Boy, I tell you what, speaking of tough, look at the starting center out there. Chase O'Neal, he's got a brace on, but he's back in the football game right now.
Braced up, taped up.
He's a very tough individual. Dalton Hicks is tuning in. Class of 2022. Way to go, Mules, he says. Make sure and share this video feed for us. Somebody is going to take home that Weber Grill before the end of this football game. And I'll tell you now, as Mason West, he's got the football this time. I wasn't faked out by that one. I've seen that play a time or two. And boy, I should say Chase O'Neal, he was slow to get up. But boy, he had a big hand in that. You got to like the way Chase is playing right now. It'd be a first down for Poplar Bluff, an 11-yard pickup by Mason West.
Nice play. I think he's making a judgment on that at the time of the handoff. I think he reads the defense, kind of sees which way they're going, and he decides whether he's going to hand it off or keep it.
Shonda
the right choice.
She says, class of 92 reunion.
92.
So now Mason West is going to the air. Darius Graham, he's got it, and he's going to be taken out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. John, that is a Mules what?
First down.
Oh, my gosh. We've got to get him pumped up, folks. That's awful. Darius Graham getting it inside the 40-yard line to the 37. And that is a big gain, his biggest of the season. That is a 33-yard pickup by Darius Graham.
It's the dramatic pause, Frankie. That's what really gets it.
Got you. Okay, the dramatic pause. Up until this ball game, Darius Graham's longest catch of 20 yards has been broken tonight. That's 37 yards. Jane, it says, class of 86. Looking at Height and Pierce. There's another run by Mikael McFarland. McFarland's going to be driven back a little bit. We'll see where they give him. Maybe the original line of scrimmage maybe that time. Don't think he's going to get much.
86 was a pretty good class.
86. You know, you're getting the class war started. You know that, right?
Well, you know,
okay.
If you have a full-blooded Roland in your class, you have a superior class. And Rob was in our class. David was in 86. There was a time there where there was pretty much a Roland in every class for about 8 years.
Boy, you know what, I call him Mr. Mule. He is logged on tonight. Maybe you know the guy, Ed Norton, tuning in tonight.
Why isn't Ed up here? He should be over here working on this concession.
Oh, gosh. He's full of jokes tonight.
Hey, come on. Well, we're winning the game. That's easier.
We're going to get a whistle here. Maybe a timeout called by the Fox Warriors. No, it's going to be a timeout instead. Poplar Bluff, it is the 30-second timeout. Our timeouts are being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
And extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Want a career and not just another job? It's waiting for you at Briggs & Stratton. Great pay, great benefits, and continuing education. Everything you and your family deserve. Go to careers.basco.com and look at Poplar Bluff job openings.
Christian.
And we are back here. What's going on, John? What'd you see out there? You see a ghost?
For the viewers at home, we noticed earlier. I didn't see a ghost yet, but
okay.
I noticed earlier that the Fox team has a TV set up down there, and they've got some kind of a replay thing like you see maybe college games or pro games where they're down there.
I think they're watching your broadcast right now.
That's what they're getting a laugh. But it's interesting. I don't know what they're watching, but they're very into. Maybe they're watching an old episode of The Office. I don't know. Something. But no, I can't give Ed a hard time. Ed's a good guy. He's a true mule, bleeds maroon and all that for sure.
We've got a class war started now. Kathleen Patillo says class of 85, Lisa Pfister 81. Mason West finds a Darius Graham, and Graham is going to get quite a few yards on that catch. And we'll see where they mark him down. It will be third down coming up for the Mules. We'll see where they mark him down to about the 30-yard line. So a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a third down and very manageable 3rd down and 3 coming up here for the Poplar Bluff Mules. The Mules here tonight on third down conversions are 2 out of 8 at 25%. Lori Jones says class of 88. Lori Edmondson, class of 1985, she says.
88 wasn't terrible.
88 wasn't terrible. Chris Matlock, he gets the ball, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up a 4th down coming up for the Mules. And I would imagine we're going to go for it here on 4th down. I can't imagine that we're going to kick a field goal.
No. You know, back in the day, Frankie, we had pep assemblies and other assemblies there in the gym. And the way they had it set up, you would sit across the gym from 2 classes away. So we were usually across from 88, and then 92 was across from us as we got older. But in those days, you could have signs that probably would get you thrown out of school now for bringing to those assemblies. But anyway, it was fun to mess with the class of 88.
So 4th down coming up here as Mason West looking to pass, and he's got a man there, Darius Graham. Depending on the spot, I believe he's got a Mules.
1st down.
Oh, my goodness. We've got to get this going. We've got to figure this out. We've got some breaking news coming in, and, I'm going to bring Sean Mannon in. John Mannon says the best class was in 2004, and it's from Twin Rivers.
Oh, Lord, I don't even want to get started on Twin Rivers.
I mean, I'm not sure why you guys are lying to people about 88, 90, 2003. We all know 2004. Best class.
Twin Rivers.
For Twin Rivers, my goodness.
It might be for Twin Rivers, no kidding.
We'll get back to you in just a minute. Sean, 1st down and 10, Poplar Bluff now. Mikael McFarland, he is going to get inside to about the 20-19-yard line. So a gain of about 4 yards on that play. You know, I've got to be nice to Sean when it comes to Twin Rivers. My wife did graduate from Twin Rivers, and she did that back in 2002.
Yeah, well, you're kind of a half-trader then, right, Frankie?
Half-trader. Isn't that the way that most Bluff guys do? They always wind up marrying the Twin Rivers girls. Is that about right?
That's the way it was. I don't know. I thought those Twin Rivers guys were always trying to fight everybody. That's what it was. You had to watch out for those guys. Around the 90s, they'd come cruising through wanting to fight you.
Lee Wallace says 82. 82, he says. 2nd down and 7 to go here. Mason West inside the red zone. Nearly picked off, and that one should have been picked off, to be honest with you.
I think we lucked out on we didn't get an offensive pass interference.
Nope, that should have been picked off. Mason Evans there by the Warriors could not come up with it. 3rd down coming up now. 3rd down and about 7 with about 4:32. I'm not sure why the clock is going right now. The clock is still running, and that was an incomplete pass.
We'll take it. The
clock is still going. It's not stopping.
Darius did a good job.
Now the coaching staff of Fox, they just caught that, and they're not happy at all.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I'd be okay.
It's a new clock, Frankie. It has a few glitches.
Well, you can see the coaching staff, and the coaching staff is
they're going to put some time back.
They're going to have to do something because the clock never stopped. 4:09. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to get out of here too, but that was kind of.
They'll put it probably another 10 seconds on the clock, I would think. But, you know, these newfangled clocks sometimes, they're a little.
So they're going to get together. Sean, are you still down there right now along the sidelines, my friend?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, anything new down there to report? And by the way, we took a survey on Facebook while we're waiting for the clock to be adjusted. Nobody, and I want to repeat, nobody says that the 04 class of Twin Rivers is the best, Sean.
I do, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, he's got the microphone, right?
You know, it's like, you ever heard of that segue, where's Waldo? Where's Sean at right now? Where's he at, Tim? He can't eat. Where are you at, Sean?
I'm at the 25-yard line.
25? Okay, now I see you out there with that checkered shirt on.
He's getting close to the
checkered
Easter bunny gone bad over there. We call it bad Easter, #bad Easter bunny.
Tim, we got to get that Easter bunny on camera. Here we go now. They put some time on the clock now. Back up to 4:35. There's a handoff. This one going up the middle. Good job by the defense here at the Fox Warriors. And Mikael McFarland doing a phenomenal job. It was 3rd down. Now it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're going to mark him down at the 15-yard line, I believe. So it's going to bring up about a 4th down and a short 2. Sean, you're getting closer down there, my friend.
It is pink out, and I will give Coach Keith credit. He went all in on it. and I didn't as much as that. So I want to get one of those outfits for next time. Here we go.
Fourth down and 2. Big fourth down coming up now. This could be the ball game for the Mules if they're able to convert it here. They're going to hand it to McHale. He broke through. He's got a first down. He's inside the 10 to the 9. A big 6-yard run by McHale McFarland. Now, John, what is that?
That is another first down.
You're getting better at that.
Working up.
So now we've got Cindy tuning in. She says, let's go Fox. Glad to have her alongside. Our second half question, we will have an answer coming up very shortly, 3:25 and counting. Ed Norton chiming in. John, new concession stand looking awesome. Yes, it is. Can't wait for it to be done.
Be able to get a hot dog anytime over here.
So now it's a first down and 10. Mules leading by 2 touchdowns. Chris Matlock gets the handoff. He's going to get near the 5-yard line. And they're going to stop him short, maybe about the 7. So a 2-yard pickup there by Chris Matlock. And if you're going to win, you want to win by 14 points to get your full points here. This is a Class 5 school. This will give the Mules a lot of points. Right now, at last check, Cape Central, they were losing against Farmington. That's a big loss if that does fall into place.
I thought maybe you had money on the game, Frankie. I didn't know you want to win by to cover the spread. You know, McHale, that big run he had, he was very patient with that run. He took a hit, he kind of stepped back and let it develop just a little bit, went on through the hole. It's very nice.
All right, so second down and 7 now. Here is another handoff. Oh, good job by the Fox Warriors that time. That was by number 21, Nick Norton. He took him down and didn't get anything on the run.
So tell me that again, Frankie, so I understand. There's probably listeners who don't. What does that mean? You want to win by more than 14, you get extra points? You want
to win by 14. If you win by 14, you get your full points here in the standings because this is a Class 5 school.
Okay.
So, and that's what you want to do. And for the Mules, that was a 3-yard loss, by the way. It's going to go back to the 10-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd and goal now from the 10.
It's kind of a complicated rule. I didn't know that did that way, but that's interesting. Kind of like soccer a little bit.
Mules, or Lee Wallace rather, he says, those Mules right now looking more like a playoff team. And we've got a timeout here going to be called by Poplar Bluff. Our timeouts are being brought to you by our good friends at Larry Hillis Dodge. 1:40 to go here in the ball game, and let's give away this Weber grill. What do you say? You ready for this, John?
I am ready, Frankie. I am waiting. I'm excited for this.
All right. The question is, who was the last Poplar Bluff Mules player to have more than 1,000 receiving yards in a single season? Was it Jacob Baller, Mike Moss, Tyson Cox, or Jared Moore? The winner is going to receive this awesome Weber grill courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. And no, it is not put together. It is in a box in Tim's office right now.
One screw missing out of the box.
Could be 2 screws missing. Any ideas on who the answer is?
I think I know this one.
Go ahead and tell me.
I think it's Tyson Cox.
Tim, what do you think? You want to show me the answer on screen? The answer is that Tyson Cox in the year 2016, 1,313 yards. He was our last 1,000-yard receiver for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Mason West, he goes up the middle and scores! Touchdown, Mules!
Very nice, Frankie.
And
another touchdown.
Give him 6 more points, and Poplar Bluff now on the run by Mason West. He will go inside, and he will score the touchdown. 1:34 to play in the ball game. They now lead 27-7. Sean, what about that run by Mason West?
Yeah, he found the opening right on the inside and went in almost untouched. Fox really bit hard on the fake there.
All right, so Palma now comes in for the extra point attempt. It is on the way. You betcha. Mules right now, they lead by a score of 28-7. You got to like that. We're going to stay here. Virginia Roberts likes what she sees. All right, Tim has given me the winner, and the winner of this awesome Weber grill is going to belong to Greg Deacon, and I'll reach out to Greg coming up after this ball game.
Maybe a personal delivery, Frankie. Go over there and hang out.
Could be. We could have
Sunday
one of those. We could have a tailgate party
Watch
at his house.
NFL over there, you know.
Do we got to watch NFL? Can we watch college instead?
We can watch. Well, we'll have to pick our games wisely tomorrow. I won't mention the game I won't watch tomorrow.
And what game would that be, John?
Well,
go ahead and tell me.
After that Missouri Tiger fiasco last weekend, which really was a work of art to figure out a way to lose like they lost. Most teams don't. I mean, they went above and beyond. And I feel bad for him. It was tough. The kicker had never missed a field goal under 30 yards, but he missed that one at the time running out. And then be offsides and off time, and then fumble on the way in there at the end. Anyway, I won't bore you with all that, Frankie. It's Missouri way, and it was a work of art to see that. But they're playing Georgia tomorrow, so I'll probably do something else. Maybe mow the yard or whatever I could do. But, hey, it'll be good. Good time of year.
It really is. Make sure and share this video feed for us. And, man, we've had a great night here tonight. Cindy, I appreciate that. I got the pronunciation now, so I do appreciate that, Cindy. Andrew Jefferson, he says he's smelling that bacon. Way to go, Mules. I'll see Andrew coming up in a couple of weeks. Live in our studios at 7 a.m. We'll be talking about the Festival of Lights Auto Tour. That's coming up in November. You've been a part of that before, John. You ever seen that firsthand?
I have. It's nice. It's really nice. It's crazy. It's coming around that time of year already. We talked before, Frankie, about this offense being like an old engine trying to start. I think it's pretty much gotten started. They figured it out.
I think you're right. They have figured it out. Mules now, they lead this game by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. They scored 5 offensive touchdowns last week. They've scored 4 here tonight. And now they're going to have to throw. They've got a man there, and he is going to have it. He did catch it. What a catch by the Fox Warriors that time. That was by Kevin Gwynn on the catch. A big first down for him. The longest play of the night right now by the Fox Warriors. And it's going to be all the way to the Mules 25-yard line. A 42-yard pass and catch with 1:22 to play in the ball game. Virginia says follow USC and Lee James. And we're going to get a whistle and a timeout called. This one by the Poplar Bluff Mules. Our timeouts are being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge in Poplar Bluff with 1:22 to go here in the ball game. We're going to be live at Larry Hillis Dodge coming up next week. On Saturday of next week, October the 8th, they're going to have a huge event going on. We're going to be there. Sean, you're down there on the sidelines now. Where did you go? Oh, you're going to be on the 25 or near the 20-yard line on this other side.
Yes, Fox trying to make it a game here, or at least trying to get it where Poplar Bluff doesn't get the full amount of points. Because that coach, that's going through the coach's mind. Trying to at least get the lead down here a little bit. Maybe make things interesting, even though it's probably too far out of reach at this point.
Mules defense doing a great job. Sean, keep up the good work, my friend. You're doing phenomenal down there. One more home game as it gives me thumbs up. And, man, we couldn't do it without Sean sometimes, John.
No, we sure couldn't. He really has a nice dimension.
He does.
And clues me in on what's going on.
Yes, he does. What a great night here tonight. We've had so many folks here chiming in on Facebook, on YouTube, and now it's a 1st and 10 now with 1:22 to play here in the ball game. Mules lead at 28-7. They're going to fake hand the ball off. Logan Height chasing the quarterback, and he drops it. It's going to be incomplete. He had nothing in front of them beside the end zone. Dominique Murray could not come down with it. And that could have been 6 points had he been able to make the catch cleanly.
Need to get a pick right here. Might as well get an interception and just end it.
So now it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 to go. Mason West, he has had quite the ball game. 15 of 21, 200 yards. He had 175 last week, John. 201, or make that 207 this week. A couple of touchdown passes, no picks. Another good ball game for him. And there's another catch by number 1, Kyle Gast. And we'll see how many yards that they give him on this one. He's going to be inside the 20-yard line to about the 18, or make that 17-yard line. So a gain of about 8 yards on the play. Or make that, they're going to mark him down even further than that. They're going to say he is down. Yep, that's about right. to about the 15 or so. And now Chris Matlock is chasing him. And they're going to have it. No, it's going to be incomplete pass.
Well, Chris needed about 2 more steps, and he would have had that sack.
Yes, he would have. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Going to bring up here a 4th down and about 1 to go. So 35 seconds now remaining in the ballgame. Coming up, we'll talk live to Coach John David Patillo. Mules are going to go to 2-4 on the season. Fox 1-5. At last check, Cape Central was losing to Cape Central. You want that score to hold if you're the Mules. We'll see Farmington, by the way, next week, and they're going to run the football. Very good football team. And this one bounces off the turf. It's incomplete, and that is ball game. And the Mules are going to wind up and hold on here tonight, having really no issues. A couple of miscues by the Mules, but other than that, Mules will get a win. What do you think about that, Sean?
I think it's a big win for the Mules. That's going to be probably the second home game after next week when the playoffs come. So you know that this is the second week in a row they're able to get the win. The Mules are really going to be trying to build that momentum going to Farmington.
You know what's going to happen, Sean. If we don't host a game in Week 10, you're going to be the most hated man in Poplar Bluff.
After the Twin Rivers comment earlier, I'm pretty much used to that.
Okay, well, long as you're get back over here on this side, Sean. Great job, and hopefully you'll be able to hang out with us next Friday night against Farmington, all right?
Looking forward to it.
All right, Sean Manning doing a phenomenal job. 29 seconds. Well, Grandma's happy, I bet. We're going to get our second win, John.
She can't be mad at me for this one.
That means you get to keep your job, a volunteer job, I guess it could say.
My pay will be doubled. How about that?
Your pay will be doubled. Richard St. James says 1976. Now we're going to get a whistle here, and we're going to get a timeout, I think.
I bet that was fun in 76.
Now it's going to run. So Fox Warriors are going to wind up and lose this game. Renee says, congratulations, Mules. Absolutely. I better change that over here and give the Mules the ball back. There we go. Mules will have the ball. And that's going to be it. They're just going to run it, take a knee, and that will be the game as Poplar Bluff winds up and they get the win here tonight, 28-7. We will take a quick timeout. We'll come right back, and we'll wrap it up as Poplar Bluff. We'll let Tim, before we go to timeout, we'll let him get the student section one more time there before they leave out tonight. There you go. That's old Dylan Bratcher, by the way, in case you're keeping score, John.
Yeah, he seems to be the one.
He is the one. We'll step away a quick 90-second timeout. We'll come right back, and we'll have your post-game report. Mules get the win 28-7 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Protecting your toys are just as important as protecting your daily driver. First Choice Insurance can help find the coverage for your ATVs, boats, and campers that will give you peace of mind and not break your bank. So don't forget to allow First Choice Insurance to review your insurance needs today.
Whitworth.
Here we go. We are back here live with our post-game report. Joining us now is the offensive coordinator, John David Patillo. And real quick, Coach, if you don't mind, your lovely wife says, way to go, guys. Good coaching, and most importantly, good playing down there.
The kids played really well tonight. They executed really well. I thought Mason did a good job of managing a lot of things, and, they were giving us a small box to work with. We ran the ball pretty effectively, and then things opened up for us. And we started throwing the ball, so it was a good balance. Kids did a nice job defensively. We played really well.
We did.
Played real fundamental football, and it was good to see.
Before we get into the scoring of the offense, and by the way, the Mules defense here just giving up 9 points in 2 weeks combined, I want to talk about a couple of guys, one of them being Nathan Bunton. How is his condition? And what about Chase O'Neal? Even though he got banged up, came back in, gave it a go. This kid has no stop in him. How are those two guys?
I don't know much about Nathan. I was up in the box, so when he came off, I didn't hear much more about him. Chase, like you said, tried to give it a go. I know he's bruised up in his MCL, it sounds like, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think we'll just ice him this week and give him a chance to rest a little bit, and hopefully he'll be back for next week.
Let's talk about a young man named Mason West. Last week, Coach, 175 yards through the air. This week, 207. Oh, by the way, another 2-touchdown night, 0 interceptions. He was 15 out of 21. This kid, I really believe, is starting to put it all together.
He really is, and all along we knew Mason had the ability to be a good quarterback. He's executing things at a much higher level than we were earlier. We still had kind of a quarterback battle for a while, but he's kind of separating himself, doing some really good things, and I just really proud of his effort and his work tonight. We're without Jay, so we actually worked Jared in as the backup this week, and so we did have Jared in to fall back to. Jay's sick at home, and so we're hoping he's well. He's pretty sick, but we're hoping to get him back sometime next week as well. So.
I look at this football team right now, Coach, and they're sitting there at the 50-yard line the last 2 weeks. It seems like they're figuring things out, but most importantly, they're going back to basics, and they're having fun doing so.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. We've all taken a look at ourselves, try to break things down, try to go back and really realize the things that we can do well, and then just build on that, and each week just get better. And so I thought this week we got better. I told somebody about halfway through, our Tuesday practice was really good. The kids just haven't let up. We still will do some things and make some mistakes. Early we scored a couple touchdowns, had them brought back because of some, mental mistakes. But you can see that we're executing. You can see that we're doing things, and we're getting better. And so I thought we blocked really well tonight. And that's a tough group. That they try to come at you with three guys up front, and those kids are kind of tough to handle. And so I thought our kids did a nice job. Their linebackers get involved in the run game. We tried to go right at them. We did for a while. And then we eventually had to start attacking outside and up the field. So I thought it was a good balance overall.
What about Chris Matlock? The last 2 games, Coach, he's got 100 yards plus in receiving. Last week he had 106. Oh, by the way, this week he's able to get 9 catches for $122 and 2 more touchdowns. I mean, this kid, I did say this on Tuesday, he can out-bench press Coach Sievers. Very strong kid, very fast kid. He's got it all right now.
He does. He's a good athlete and does a good job on both sides of the ball. He's been our best corner for the last couple of years, and he's a kid that we rely on heavily. And he actually came in and played some running back.
Yes, he did.
There late too. So Chris does a lot of stuff for us. He's still growing on the offensive side. He didn't play a ton of offense the last few years because our defensive coaches didn't think they could play without him on the defensive side, and we had some depth. But this year we've been able to play him both ways, and he's doing a good job. And like I said, each week he's getting better as well.
What does this win mean to this team, knowing that we've won back-to-back games, 3 regular season games? Hard to believe it's already that many left. 3 left. Next week we've got Farmington at last check. Farmington was beating Cape Central, very tight ball game. What are we expecting out of Farmington? Is it going to be a team similar to what we've seen here tonight by Fox?
Yeah, very similar. Not exact, but similar in the way they play. Defensively, their defense will be a little bit different than what we've seen in the past leading up to this week. I think for the first time we'll see more of a true forefront. Unless they've changed some things, but that'll be interesting to see, how they're going to defend us. But they're going to do what they do offensively. We've got to come in there and have a good plan like we did this week and just shut them down.
What's been the biggest change in your mind, Coach, the last 2 weeks? It seems like our confidence is through the roof. Our defense is just, they were good before, giving up 9 points in 2 games. That's great. The offense coming into last week had only scored 2 offensive touchdowns. They scored 5 last week, 4 this week. What is the biggest difference with your team the last 2 weeks?
I think the biggest thing is, like you said, it's confidence. We know that we can play. We know that we can do and execute at a pretty high level, and we know we've got room to grow. And I think the fact that we just haven't given in. The kids have just kept working. Each week we've kept concentrating on getting better, and that's exactly what they've done. So the kids have done a really good job. The coaching staff's done a good job of holding them accountable, holding each of us accountable to that thought that we're just going to keep plugging away, keep building on what we do. And I'm real proud of the kids and the way they're executing right now.
What will you guys work on this week to get ready? Now that we're back in a regular schedule now, what will you guys work on to improve before next Friday when you guys host Farmington? Oh, by the way, it is a distracting week to say the least. Homecoming next week against the Knights.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing, is just fighting homecoming week, because that's always, you kind of get their minds going in other directions. But like I said, this group for the most part, They come, they practice. They seem like they, handle practice real well. We haven't let up on practice. We've shortened a little bit up on Wednesdays, but for the most part, we're still practicing, a decent time, and the kids are not losing. This time of the season, you can lose them a little bit, and we haven't done that. And I think we're keeping a good balance of what we're expecting out of them.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for the time here tonight. The Mules getting their second win of the season. Man, they look good coming in here. And then next week, Coach, we'll have another tough team. And the Farmington Knights should be a lot of fun. Enjoy this victory, and we'll see you coming up next Friday right here again in Poplar Bluff.
Sounds great.
You betcha, Coach. Sean David Patillo joining us live here tonight, the offensive coordinator, as the Mules pick up their second win of the season. And, boy, they look good doing so here tonight, no doubt about that. So the Mules here tonight, they will get their second win of the season. And real quick, let's go over the numbers here real quick. The Mules at 52 plays at 331 yards of offense. When it comes to the rushing game, the Mules 31 carries, 124 yards on the ground through the air. Mules had 207. Fox had 88. Third down conversions, Mules were 3 out of 11. Fourth down conversions, they were 6 out of 6 for the Mules. Mason West went 15 of 21, 207, 2 touchdown passes, no interceptions. Mikael McFarland at 19 carries, 55 yards. 2.5 yards per carry. Mason West, 6 carries, 34 yards. Also had 2 rushing touchdowns. He was averaging just under 6 yards a carry. Through the air, Chris Matlock, 9 catches, 122 yards. Darius Graham, 3 catches, 47 yards. And Torrance Williams, he would have a catch for 20 yards here tonight, as the Mules will get the victory tonight, 28-7. They now go to 2-4 on the season. Big game coming up next week when the Mules take on the Farmington Knights. And let's see here, at last check, it was 32-27 Farmington with about 6 minutes to go in the ball game. So we will try to continue to get updates on that game. But as of right now, it is Farmington leading Cape Central 32-27. And if that game plays out to where Cape Central loses, Poplar Bluff is in really good shape. And who knows? Poplar Bluff could be a 3 seed when it's all said and done. I don't want to speculate. We might even creep up into the top 2 seeds. No way to get a 1, but it's possible the Mules could be a 2. It all depends on what happens at Cape and Farmington tonight and how many more wins our Mules can get on the regular season coming up. All right, we're going to say so long here tonight as the Mules get the job done. They now win by a final score of 28-7, and it looks like St. Louis, not only are they winning, by the way, 2-1, but Albert Pujols, he hits his 701st career home run that took place in the 4th, and the Cardinals now lead their game 2-1. I'm not sure where John Scott went. He may have took off. He actually might be still in that grill right now trying to fire it up. Oh, there he is. I thought maybe you were already taking that grill home.
Well, no, I was enjoying a part of a snickerdoodle, and I was taking a lesson from Tim about some of that fine technology. He's got some wild technology over there. So I was taking a little bit of lesson, Frankie. I like to learn things.
Mules get the win tonight, John. Now, is it next week you're not with us?
No, I'll be here next week, and if the good Lord wills and the creeks don't rise, I should be here.
All right, we're going to hold you to that.
Well, what is the date next week? Does anybody know? That's October something?
October 7th.
Oh, yeah, I'll be here for that. Should be.
I was just saying that, right now Farmington leads Cape Central, and it's not out of the question if the Mules can pull together a couple of more wins. It is possible the Mules might be able to get maybe a 2 seed coming up in the tournament later on. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's a legitimate possibility. We've known this was a possibility, and we are seeing it. We're becoming a very dangerous team, and this team with a little bit of confidence and toughness after some adversity early in the season, I think they can play with anybody, and I really do. And I think we're going to have an interesting next few weeks.
It will be a lot of fun to finish out this season. We want you to come back here next week and be a part of this. Next week it is homecoming night. Are you going to be dressing up special for homecoming?
I think I'll put on my best gown.
Your best gown, your best Sunday suit next week. Right. Well, John, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hope we made you proud. Mules got a win. I want you back next week.
Glad to be here, Frankie.
You betcha. John Scott joining us. Our broadcast presented by First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Also being brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russian Stowing. Also being brought to you by Air Solutions, First Choice Insurance. Also being brought to you by Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire Eye Care Specialist. Also being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge, Briggs & Stratton, the Scott Law Group LLC, and Taco John's, proud supporters of the Poplar Bluff Mules. For Tim Hicks on the camera, Sean Mannon did a phenomenal job once again on the sideline. For John Scott, I'm Frankie Castile. We're saying so long as the Mules get the job done. 28-7. We're back on the air next Friday night against Farmington. It is homecoming night. So I'll tell you now, more than likely, it'll be another 6 p.m. start time to that game next week, live on the video and on the radio. I'm Frankie Castile. We're saying so long as the Mules get their second win, 28-7. You've been listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.